Okay, what I'm going to do now is a little bit of roast root veg. All right, so I'm going to turn you over so you can see my hands working. All right, and then we'll have some roast root veg. That'll be nice, won't it? Yum, 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 yum. Right, everyone, roast root veg. Now, I've just got 3 here today. Carrots, sweet potatoes and parsnips. You can, of course, add in swede, beetroot that have not been cooked already. So I'm just going to show you how to prep these 3. So first of all, for roast root veg, what you want is a baking tray. Mine's a nice old baking tray there. And you're going to make all your bits of veg the same sort of size. So I'm going to peel my carrots first. Remember what you do with all your peelings from your veg, all right, is just put them into a nice bit of hot water and make a lovely stock. So I'll just take off the end, and I'm going to save that. Take off the little green bit at the top there. Right, so what I'm going to do first of all, just cut them in half, like that. There. And I'm going to cut them into chunks, just nice big, any hold how you like that, as long as they're the same sort of size. All right, so it doesn't have to be beautiful at all there, just like that. Then pop them in there. Now, same again for your parsnips. Now, if you're not doing these, cooking these right away, parsnips have a tendency to go a little bit of a funny colour. They like to go a little bit brown. That's right. So, cut the end off again. So if you're not going to use these straight away, what a thing to do is, I think when I'm doing roast root veg, these ends of parsnips are a bit skinny. So I like to keep them on one side, all right? And use them for your stock. Okay, so what I was saying was, what were you saying, Betty? Oh, pull yourself together. So what you were saying was that these parsnips, if you're not going to use them straight away, what you will need to do is just put them in a little bit of salted water, all right, to stop them going really brown, because they look a bit funny then, into the pan there with the carrots, all right? So just the same. So you've got the same sort of size. That's important, isn't it? Right. Now, oh, look at this great big sweet potato. Sweet potatoes are expensive, but they are delicious. And look at that lovely colour. So I'm just going to use half of it today for this. Take that end off there. I'm going to cut it down a little bit. There we are. Like that, because it can be a bit unmanageable. And then peel it like that. There's no law about which order you peel things in or whatnot or whatever. And then, you know, if in doubt, give everything a little bit of a nice wash. That's always a good thing to do if you're not sure. All right, so I'll take the peel off there, and then guess what? I'm going to cut it into chunks, the same as I've done everything else, and make sure they're all about the same sort of size. Okay, now the thing that will take the longest to cook is the carrots. So they're the things you always have to test to make sure that they're done. Although, you know, a little bit of crunch on your carrot, it's not a problem, is it really? Now, you can also peel, of course, with a knife or a different sort of peeler. You don't need to use this as sort of a called Y peeler, this one. But it's a very safe one, and it's also really, I think, really efficient. So, just there we go. Cutting that into big chunks as well, like that. Now, you don't have to get these into hot fat like you did with the potatoes. All right, so that's a nice looking little thing, isn't it? I put a bit of oil on this, a bit of salt, and then if you want a little bit of flavour, maybe paprika or something like that if you like, pop this in the oven for about 30 minutes and you should be lovely roast veg. All right, I'm just going to do that now. Okay, see you later. Now, here's the thing. If you have one of these packs of veg like this, you can always cook this in the microwave. So don't worry about, you know, not having a stovetop to cook on. All right, so you can cook these in a microwave. You just have to pierce a hole in the bag and then you cook it for 3 minutes. Then give the bag a little shake around and then do it another 3 minutes. And then you'll get, you know, look at that, 1.5 of your 5 a day there. Look at that. Anyway, so do that, and then if you have got something you can cook on, or you've got a cooker, what you can do is with the carrots and whatnot, you can always finish them off in a bit of maybe oil, maybe with a bit of thyme or something like that, just to jolly them up a bit. Yes? All right then. So quick cooking, you can cook these in a microwave. Now, I've got me roast veg and me roast potatoes out of the oven. But I thought, just to make me carrots extra special, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put them back in for 5 minutes with a little bit of my secret ingredient, marmalade. So like a spoon of marmalade stirred through them and a little bit of thyme, which could be dried thyme or fresh thyme, doesn't matter, but just to give them a little bit of a special flavour for Christmas, and we'll see how they turn out. All right, marmalade and thyme. Woohoo! Do you remember those carrots I put back in the oven with a little bit of marmalade and thyme? Well, look how they've come out. Do you want to see? Look at that. All caramelised and sticky and lovely and orangey and thymy. I'll put them with the other veg. Ooh.